What's up, guys? GameNut here, and welcome back to week number 6 of our NFL prediction. So let's go ahead and take a quick flashback at last week and see how well we did. And we had by far our best week yet. You guys are seeing it. We got 10 games correct, man. We got the double digits finally so far this year. 10-5. That's how we went for week number 5, and I couldn't be more excited. We did really well, man, and I'm pretty pumped. So that currently puts us at now a 42-34-2 record. So also something you guys might notice is I decided to go ahead and actually add those ties in to the record, because over the past couple weeks, you know, from seeing other predictions, like I see the NFL analysts when they make their picks and when we have like their overall records, they count the 2 ties at the end, just as if, you know, like how like the Steelers and the Browns and, you know, the other teams that have the ties in the league, they have them as like the 3rd number in the record. As even like my local news network, like they do predictions and they even have the ties in their records as well. So originally I just counted those 2 ties as losses from an overall record, so instead I decided to take those 2 losses away and obviously just add them as the tie for both of our records for me and Madden 19. So that's basically where that is coming from. So currently, like I said, our record's 42-34-2, and we finally pulled ahead of EA Sports and Madden 19's record by a couple of games. So they currently are already sitting at a 39-37-2 record. They're almost about even with wins and losses. They did pretty bad last week. They got only 7 games right and they got 8 wrong. So they actually went kind of negative. I think that's the first time this year either side has gone negative. They got more wrong than right. So finally, it's about time we actually pulled ahead in the records here, and hopefully we can continue to do that and get even further away in week number 6. So let's go ahead and jump straight into our week 6 predictions. Now, you guys do know, you see at the bottom there, we do have 2 more teams on a bye week this week. It is going to be the Lions and the Saints, but our Thursday night football game, we had a divisional game, the Eagles and the Giants, 2 teams that really aren't having too great of starts to their season. And you guys are, you're seeing my tweet on the screen right now. This was another one of those games that I was just like kind of going out on a limb here. I was thinking, you know, the Giants were in desperation mode. They needed to get a win, and obviously they didn't pull through for me. The Giants, they kind of suck, man, and honestly, I'm starting to think that it's all stemming from Eli Manning. I honestly think he needs to hang it up. I feel like he's done at quarterback. His time has come, but of course, I predicted wrong with Thursday night game. I only picked 1 right so far this year, and that was last week. And like I said last week, I feel like I need to continue to get the Thursday night games correctly picked if I want to continue to beat Madden in our overall record predictions for the season. But you know, this Thursday we're going back to picking the wrong team once again. So this now leads us into our Sunday games, and we have the Buccaneers taking on the Falcons. Bucks are 2-2, fresh off of their bye week, and the Falcons are currently 1-4. That's kind of crazy. I don't think anybody was going to predict the Falcons, even the fans, man. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're probably pretty upset, Falcons fans, sitting at 1-4 right now. And I honestly think this one's gotta be easy choice, though. I don't see the Falcons going 1-5. There's no way. This would be a big win for them to, you know, try and somehow salvage something out of their season with a division game at home, beating the Buccaneers, because first of all, I think the Bucks, like the start of that season, it was kind of a fluke. I mean, I don't see them continuing anything with Fitzmagic. Obviously, Winston's back as the quarterback, but I think the Falcons, they're 100% in desperation mode. This is a must win for them, and I think they're going to get it done here at home. This is going to be the last time I pick the Falcons, though, man, because they're starting to let me down. The Carolina Panthers, who are sitting at 3-1, fresh off of that 63-yard game-winning field goal against the Giants. That was actually pretty cool to see. And then we have the Redskins, who just got demolished by the Saints on Monday night, sitting at 2-2. And, you know, part of me wants to think the Redskins have a chance in this game, but I feel like they just don't. I feel like the Panthers are hot right now. They're coming out and being like a really good team, like almost the type of team like when Cam Newton was MVP. But obviously, I'm not saying Cam Newton's an MVP this season, but I think they're going to still be able to get it done. I'm going to have to go with the Panthers here. Next up, we've got our London game. We've got the Seahawks taking on the Raiders, and this is going to be a revenge game for Beast Mode, man. I hope this dude goes off for like 100 or maybe 150 rushing yards or something crazy like that, and I think I'm going to have to go Raiders here, man. I just feel like it's going to happen. I don't know, man. I still don't think the Raiders are a good team, obviously. They haven't gotten it together yet, but I think in London somehow, some way, maybe with the help of Beast Mode, they're going to be able to get it done and get a win, finally. We've got the Colts, 1-4, taking on the New York Jets, who are 2-3, and this one's going to be kind of simple as well. I think I've got to go Jets here, man. I mean, the Colts, they're questionable at all aspects, from coaching, from the quarterback position, to their defense, to all the injuries. It's just, with all of those factors right there, if they win this game, I will be so surprised. So I'm going to have to go with the Jets here. They're going to be 3-3 after this week. The Arizona Cardinals, man, sitting at 1-4. I just wish that they could get David Johnson going for, you know, probably my fantasy purposes, of course. But I mean, They're going against the Vikings, a pretty tough defense. Well, actually, they're not as tough this year. Their offense is actually a little bit better. They're sitting 2-2-1, and I'm going to have to go with the home team here, man. I mean, there's no way Josh Rosen going into Minnesota. Well, actually, you know, a rookie quarterback just kind of destroyed the Vikings a couple weeks ago. But I don't think Josh Rosen's going to do the same. I think I'm going to have to go Vikings at home. Oh, this is a good one. We got a division game here, man. The Pittsburgh Steelers going against the Bengals. Obviously, if it could happen, I wish both of these teams would lose because you guys know I'm a Ravens fan, of course. But I don't want to say it, but it would be wild to see it happen. If the Bengals go 5-1, that would just be insane to see. But yeah, I'm going to go Steelers. Okay, I'm going to go Steelers. I'm going to go against the Bengals. I don't see them going 5-1. I think the Steelers get a huge win here, and everybody's going to be like, oh, maybe the Steelers are actually going to finally make a comeback on their season or something like that. I'm going to go with Pittsburgh. Not Cincinnati, man. They are not going 5-1. The Chargers and the Browns. There's no way Baker Mayfield is getting another win. I mean, he's done pretty well so far, obviously, especially what he decided to do against my Ravens. That was a rough game, not going to lie. But I think the Chargers get it done here, man. At least I hope they do. They're going to go 4-2 after this. I don't see Baker getting himself another win. If he does, then he is just like the greatest rookie quarterback to ever step on a field. This should be a pretty interesting game. We've got 2-3 teams. The Bills going to take on the Texans, who Texans are currently home. The Texans have a pretty solid defense this year. At least that's what I think. And their offense, actually, wow. NFL says that the Texans have the 4th ranked offense this year. That can't be right. I can't imagine that being right. Anyways, I think I've got to go with the home team here once again. The Texans are starting to turn things around after that bad start to the season. They're going to be the 3-3 team after this week. The Bears, current kings of the NFC North, fresh off their bye week 3-1, going to take on the Dolphins, who started off strong, but now they're, you know, kind of declining a little bit here, and it's definitely going to have to be Chicago here, man. That defense, they are going to get to Tannehill big time. They are going to be the reason why this team wins this game. I'm going Bears. Now, usually, like, I would think that this will be a pretty good game, the Rams taking on the Broncos, considering, you know, how good the Broncos used to be, especially that defense. But they have been on the decline since, man. And obviously the Rams are they're an insanely good team. Sitting at 5-0, obviously they're going 6-0 after this week. There's no way the Broncos managed to pull out this win here. You gotta go LA Rams in this game. Next up, we've got my team, the Baltimore Ravens, 3-2, going against the Titans, 3-2. Obviously, there's no debate here. We're going with my team, 3-2 Ravens. They're going to be 4-2 after this. At least I hope so. I was definitely let down after last week. Definitely was a little depressed after we lost to the Browns. It was a very sore sight to see, and I was very upset, not going to lie. But dude, we've got to bounce back this week, and I hope it happens. Like, we just, there's no way. The Titans are not a good team, okay? And there's no way we are going to lose this game. At least I hope, man. I really hope. My defense is ranked number 3 in the league right now. I hope they get this done, man. If they lose, I might cry, actually. I legit might cry. This is a pretty simple game. The Jaguars 3-2 going against the Cowboys at home. There's no way Dak Prescott is going to be able to get a win off of that Jaguars defense. So this one's going to be pretty simple. Jacksonville is easily going to be able to win this game, as they are the number 1 ranked defense in the league. Going against the 28th ranked offense. Yeah, Jacksonville all the way, man. Oh, this should be such a good game. Sunday Night Football is going to be the Chiefs taking on the Patriots. 5-0 Chiefs, obviously they're undefeated. You got the Patriots, who are a little rocky start to their season. You know, they've kind of turned things around here in like the past 2 weeks. They're sitting at 3-2. And guys, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go Patriots. I'm going to go against the Chiefs because you know what? Everybody thinks Chiefs are easily going to win this game. But you guys don't know who Bill Belichick is, okay? He is just he's a genius. He is just this mastermind, and he is somehow going to find a way to stop this Chiefs offense and get things done and be able to get the win at home. You guys aren't going to believe me, but you guys will see later tonight once the Patriots get the victory. And last but not least, Monday Night Football is the San Francisco 49ers, who are 1-4, going to take on the Green Bay Packers, who are 2-1. And this one's got to be kind of easy. I mean, this would be a good game if it was Jimmy Garoppolo going against Aaron Rodgers and the Packers, but you got to think that A-Rod, he's going to be able to get the win here in primetime at his home stadium against, you know, the 49ers, who are definitely banged up quite a bit. I don't see how Aaron Rodgers is going to lose this game, so got to go with the Pack here. So that is going to do it for my predictions this week of week number 6. Let's go ahead, of course, very quickly and see what Madden 19 decided to predict for their outcomes of what they think will happen this week. And obviously this is another chance for us to pull ahead once again, as we are up 3 games currently on Madden 19. Now for Thursday night, of course, you guys know the trend. They literally get every Thursday night game correct, and it kind of is getting annoying at this point, but obviously they picked the Eagles to win against the Giants, so obviously they got Thursday night correct once again. But then we're going to go ahead into Sunday's game, and for the Buccaneers and Falcons, they are choosing the Buccaneers, which is kind of interesting. So I guess they think that they're going to turn things back around to like the start of the season, and the Falcons are going to continue to play bad. Then we agree here. We've got Panthers, Redskins. They also went with Carolina. For Seahawks and Raiders, the London game that they are going against us here, they're going with Seattle. They think Russell Wilson's going to get it done. The Colts and Jets, they're also going to be going Colts at home. There's no way that they're getting that correct. I would just be so shocked if the Colts actually get the win over the Jets in this one. Then we've got the Cardinals and Vikings. They actually think the Cardinals are going to get their second win of the season against the Vikings at home. I think Madden's been like drinking a little bit or something like that. I'm not too sure. These picks are crazy though, man. But then we've got a little bit of an agreement here. We're also going to go with both the Steelers taking over Cincinnati, going to not let them go 5-1 on the season. They've got the Browns actually going to go on ahead and winning once again against the Chargers. There's no way that Baker Mayfield is just going to come out here and just put up 3 wins for the Browns just like that. I just don't see it happening. They're going against us again with the Bills. They think the Bills are going to be able to beat the Texans, who are starting to turn around their season. We've got the Bears and Dolphins. We're in agreement here. Actually, we're in agreement for all the rest of the games here at the end. Rams, Broncos, we both have Rams staying undefeated. They actually decided to choose my Ravens this time. It's the first time in a while, so that's always good to see. And then we've got Jacksonville over the Cowboys. We actually both chose the Patriots over the Chiefs. That's interesting. I thought that they would pick the Chiefs here. And then the last game, we both got Packers beating the 49ers. So there you guys have it, man. There are the predictions this week. Hopefully all of you guys enjoyed this. If you did, be sure to subscribe if you guys are new. Put a thumbs up on the video if you guys did enjoy it. Make sure you guys enjoy some football today. It's going to be another good week of football. Can't believe we're already at week number 6 up until this point. But once again, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys all next week with week number 7. Take it easy, guys. Peace out.